Welcome to Tech Topics. My name is Stephanie, and I'm an assistive technology and activity specialist with Future in Sight. I hope you'll like this video and subscribe to our channel and check back frequently for more added tech topics on a regular basis. Today, I want to cover an app called Paprika 3, which is available for iOS. So this app is a great recipe organizer, grocery list type of app. It's wonderful. One of the common complaints that I hear when we look for recipes on the internet, there's so many pop-ups and ads that it's frustrating to really dig at the recipe and the ingredients. With the Paprika 3 app, with most sites, you can share the recipe into the app, and it sorts it out by ingredients and instructions. And then you can also save the ingredients over into a grocery list and more. We're going to navigate the app first. Once you have the app opened up, and again, it's Paprika 3, you're going to check for, we always check at the bottom to see if there's some tabs or a menu at the very bottom. Let's see where we land with this. Now, you might land, once you sign up for this app with your username and password, you may start in a different spot. But let's see where we are.
Toolbar, edit recipes, button.
So it says edit recipe.
64 recipes sort by name, button.
We have 64 recipes.
Recipes list view, button.
Okay, so we are in the recipes section. I wanted you to see that. So if you aren't here, because this is where I'd like to start, we can look at the top left, touch the screen about a 1/4 inch down.
Search field. Add recipe, but all recipe, main menu.
And you've got main menu. All right. If you're in the main menu area, I'm going to
main menu.
Double tap and put myself here.
Main menu, selected,
and then
recipes.
Flick to the right.
Browser. Selected, recipes.
You have recipes.
Browser.
Browser. We'll cover some of these in a minute.
Groceries.
Groceries.
Pantry. Meals. Menus. Settings.
Okay, so I want to be on recipes. That's where I'd like to start today. So we're going to go to the top or flick left.
Menus. Meals. Pantry. Groceries. Browser. Selected. Recipes.
All right, and that's already highlighted for me, but I'm going to double tap on it.
Main menu.
All right, and now I'm in my recipes, and hopefully you are too. All right, so I've already put some recipes in here. All right, so at the bottom, let's review that menu at the bottom again, at the very lower left.
Toolbar, edit recipes, button.
Here's where I could edit them, all right, if I want to delete them or work with them in a special way. That's the very lower left. Next to that,
64 recipes sort by name, button.
Okay, is my 64 recipes, and I could sort them differently. Right now, they're sorted by name of the recipe in alphabetical order. If I double tap on this,
close button.
Okay, I have options. I could
sort by heading.
Flick to the right, and it says sort by heading. Flick to the right again.
Selected name.
Name.
Rating.
Rating.
Most recent.
Most recent. Okay.
Most recent.
Okay, and that's it. So I like name. Let's just make sure.
Rating.
I'm going to flick left, make sure it's still highlighted.
Selected name.
And it is.
Sort by close.
So
button.
I'm going to close that by double tapping. Right.
Main
I wanted
menu,
you to
button.
understand that you can sort your recipes differently. The name really works for me, but you might like something else. The lower right
toolbar, recipes list view, button.
Is recipes list view. You could have this in a list, which I have it that way. It just makes more sense in an organizational style for me. Or you could have it in a grid.
Recipes list
if
view.
I double
button.
tap on grid,
Recipes grid view.
It's, it is just that. It's a grid. So I can now move my finger.
Search 25 minute
down.
sesame noodle salad. 30-minute apple chicken rice skillet. A perfectly easy basic muffin mix.
Or across.
Double air fryer frozen meatballs. Apple dump cake. Apple pie.
Right, we're on a grid. I prefer it in list mode. That's just my preference, but that's where you'd go to swap back and forth between list and grid. I'm going to put it back to list. So I go to the lower right corner.
Toolbar, recipes grid view, recipes list view.
And now I'm on list view. All right. So those are the only three things at the bottom in the recipe view area. Let's see what's at the top. We know that main menu is the first item.
25-minute set search address main menu.
There we go.
Button.
Main menu. That's the top left, about a 1/4 inch down. Now let's flick to the right to look ahead and see what we have here.
All recipes button.
All right, there's all recipes button. Keep going.
Add recipe button.
Here's where you could add a recipe. You could do it yourself and it would like walk you through each portion, a title of the recipe, a description of the recipe. You'd have to fill out all the fields. So if you have, you know, some recipe cards that used to be your mom's or your grandmother's and they're written on actual recipe cards, you would double tap on the add button. I will do that so you can check this out.
Cancel name text field is editing name character mode insertion point at start.
All right, that's where you'd name your recipe. Grandma's chicken pie. I don't know. Flick to the right.
Photos. 0 photos.
You can add a photo, but you don't have to. Flick to the right.
Rating.
Here's a rating, and you can rate it yourself.
Star rating. 0 stars. Adjustable.
Okay.
Swipe up or down.
You
with
can
one
give it
finger
so
to
many
adjust the
stars
value.
that you rate it. Flick to the right again.
Info. Button.
A little bit more info, a little description.
Categories. Uncategorized. Button.
Here's categories. You can put it in, you know, desserts, beverages, casseroles, that kind of thing. Or you could just uncategorize it and put it all in alphabetical order. Flick to the right again.
Description. Heading.
There's more of a description you can add.
Description. Text field.
This would be a little bit more
tap to edit.
This would be a little more detailed description about it. You know, this grandma's chicken pot pie is served best, you know, in a 350 oven, but you're going to want to, you know, make sure you cover it for the first 10 minutes. You know, it could be a reminder. It could be, it goes well paired with a salad, you know, whatever you want to write in here, okay? Your description. Flick to the right.
Ingredients. Heading.
So here's your ingredients heading.
Ingredients. Text field.
And
Double tap to edit.
you just
Use
fill
the
all
ruler
this
to
out.
access
You fill it all out from the recipe card into the ingredients. Keep going.
Directions. Heading.
There's your directions, heading, and under that.
Directions. Text field. Double tap to
There's
edit.
your
Use
edit
the rotor
field.
to access
There's your edit field you would double tap on and write your instructions in here.
Notes. Heading.
You could have some notes.
Notes. Text field.
Again, this could be another type of reminder. Take pie crust, you know, out of oven, you know, the minute it looks golden brown. I don't know. Whatever your notes are. So flick to the right.
Nutrition. Heading.
You can even add in nutritional value.
Nutrition. Text field.
You don't, if you have it, you could. If you don't have it, you don't have to.
Cap Q.
All right, and then you're back at the keyboard there. So, and then you would just save it, okay? When you're done, the add button, you know, would be, you know, where you'd save it at the top right.
Save. Button.
See, there it is right there, the save button. The top right corner, about a 1/4 inch down, all right? But we're not going to save this, so I'm going to flick left.
New recipe. Cancel.
And
Button.
cancel. Double tap on cancel. I'm not really adding anything here. All right.
Main menu. Button.
So I'm back at all my recipes.
All recipes. Add recipe. Button.
Okay, so add recipes when you're going to hand, you know, enter everything that you might have written out on old-fashioned recipe cards, or somebody handed you a slip of paper and you want to put it in here. All right, so flick to the right again.
Search. Search field.
You can search
Double tap to edit.
You can search for a recipe. I'll do that in a moment. Okay, I'm going to keep going to the right.
25-minute sesame noodle salad.
Now,
Vegan.
it starts with any recipe that has numbers first in the title. You know, so here's 25. What was it?
Search. 25-minute sesame noodle salad. Vegan.
25-minute sesame noodle salad. The next one, if I flick to the right,
30-minute apple chicken rice skillet.
30-minute apple chicken rice skillet. So anything with a number is going to be before the alphabet. Now it's going to go into alphabetical order.
A perfectly easy basic muffin mix. Air fryer frozen meatballs. Apple dump cake. Apple pie. Apple balsamic pork chops.
Okay, and so on, right?
Vertical scroll bar.
There's also
9
a
pages.
vertical scroll button. There's also this vertical scroll button about 3/4 of the way down on the right.
Vertical scroll bar. 9 pages.
On the right
0%
edge and
adjustable.
on the right edge. And if I flick down,
10%, 20%, 30%.
okay, it goes down by percentage. Now I can touch the screen.
Greek yogurt chicken salad stuffed
I'm already
peppers 1.
in the G's.
Guilt-free. Healthy 7-layer taco dip. Homemade chicarina soup. Progress. Instant pot apple cinnamon chicken. Instant pot apple crisp.
Okay, so that vertical scroll button will help you to go down, you know, so you don't have to flick to the right. If you know you're trying to get to something that starts, you know, with the letter S, you know, side salad, you're going to use that vertical scroll button and flick down to probably, you know, 70%, because S is pretty far on the alphabet. So that's how you have to use your mindset for that. All right, so let's find a recipe.
Instant pot apple
So
cinnamon
there's all the
chicken.
recipes. Let's search.
Double tap to open.
Let's go back up to search. I have 2 ways to go back to the top. I can either go to this vertical side button.
Vertical scroll bar. 9 pages.
Vertical scroll button,
36%. Adjustable.
I can either
Swipe
flick up
or
on the
down with
vertical
one
scroll
finger to
button
adjust the 26%, 16%.
all the way till I get to 0%. Or if you touch your status bar, anywhere in your status bar, which is where your Wi-Fi signal is, your, you know, time, all that stuff. You touch anywhere up there.
Screen recording.
I don't want
95% battery
95%.
power. Charging.
There we go.
Status bar item.
And then double
Swipe
tap.
down with 3 Page 1 of 9.
And it said page 1 of 9. It brings you quickly right to the top. That works for any page, by the way.
25-minute sesame
All
noodle
right.
salad. Search. Search. Search.
So there's the search
field.
button.
Double tap to edit.
I'm going to double tap, like it said.
Insertion point at end.
It brings up the keyboard, and you can dictate, you know, or type. I'm going to just type the word apple.
Cap Q. Cap A. Cap A. P. 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 L. L. E. E.
And now I'm going to hit search in the lower right corner, up about a 1/4 of an inch.
Delete. Search.
And then I'm going to double tap on that.
Search. 30-minute apple chicken
All right,
rice.
now anything, all my recipes with the word apple are going to show up. So I'm going to start near the top, touch the screen.
30-minute apple chicken rice skillet.
Okay, we've got 30
Double tap
minutes.
to
Let's
open.
make sure
A bowl
nothing's
of rice
above
avocado.
that.
Cancel. Dim.
Okay.
30-minute apple chicken rice skillet.
There's one. I'm going to flick to the right.
Apple dump cake. Apple pie. Apple balsamic pork chops and rice. Instant pot apple cinnamon chicken. Instant pot apple crisp. Instant pot pork tenderloin with apples and onions. Mediterranean chicken and apple kale wraps. Roast chicken with apples and sage. Thai pineapple fried rice. Instant pot toolbar. Edit
All right,
recipes.
so
Button.
let's land on a recipe.
Thai pineapple roast chicken. Mediterranean chicken. Instant pot pork tenderloin. Instant pot apple balsamic pork chops and rice. Apple pie.
Let's do apple pie.
Double tap to open.
Apple pie sounds good. I'm going to double tap on any recipe. So I'm going to double tap on this apple pie one.
Apple pie.
All right, so now I start near the top again.
Apple pie.
Okay, flick to the right.
Uncategorized.
It's uncategorized.
Recipe source. Pillsbury.com. Button.
Okay, it shows
Double
where I
tap to
got
view
it
in
from.
browser.
Pillsbury.com. That's where I got this recipe. So flick to the right.
Rating. 0 stars. Prep time. Ingredients.
Oops, sorry.
Rating. 0 stars. Prep time. 30 minutes. Cook time. 3 hours 0 minutes. Total time. 3 hours. Servings. 8.
Okay, it gave me a bunch of information there. Let's flick to the right.
Ingredients. Dimmed. Button.
All right, it says ingredients dimmed. That's because I'm not on it. Yeah, sorry.
Directions. Button.
I'm on ingredients already.
Ingredients.
Okay.
Dimmed. Button.
It's dimmed because I'm already on it. So all you have is ingredients. The next button is directions.
Directions. Button.
So if I wanted to skip to the directions, I would double tap on that. But I'm already on ingredients, so I can flick to the right.
Scale and convert ingredients. Button.
I could scale and convert them or just keep going.
1. Box. 4. 6.
Oops, sorry.
Box. 14.1 Oz refrigerated Pillsbury trademark pie crusts. 2 count. Softened as directed on box. 6 cups thinly sliced. Peeled apples. 6 medium. 3/4 cup sugar. 2 tablespoons all-purpose flour. 3/4 teaspoon ground cinnamon.
All right, so, I mean, this is just giving my, my ingredients. So let's go back up to instructions.
3/4.
I get everything out on the counter, right? I love to get all my ingredients out and have them ready to work with. And then
tablespoons. 2 cup sugar.
back up.
3/4 cups thinly. 6
Flick left.
box. 1 scale directions button.
And double tap on directions.
Directions dimmed.
And now it says dimmed because we're already in it. Let's flick to the right.
Heat oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Place 1 pie crust in ungreased 9-inch glass pie plate. Press firmly against side and bottom. In large bowl, gently mix filling ingredients. Spoon into crust-lined pie plate.
So I won't go through the whole thing, but you get the idea. It's walking me through the recipe. Isn't that fabulous? So let's back out of this recipe.
Apple pie.
I'm going to flick on one more.
A slice of pie and a spatula.
I'm going to flick on one more. Let's go to...
apple balsamic pork chops. Instant pot apple cinnamon.
Well, yeah, let's go to...
instant pot apple cinnamon chicken.
Instant pot
Double tap
cinnamon
to open.
apple chicken.
A pile
That
of
sounds
cooked
so
meat
good
and
too.
vegetables.
I'm going to double tap on this recipe.
Instant pot apple cinnamon chicken.
And I'm going to check out the top.
Instant pot uncategorized. Recipe source. Rating 0 star. Ingredients. Dip. Directions. Button.
Okay. You hear the same stuff. Ingredients, directions, and whatever one is dimmed is the one you're in. Okay.
Scale and convert ingredient. 1 tablespoon. 1 yellow onion sliced thin.
Okay.
1
But what I want to go back to
1
the top,
scale
I'm going to flick
direction,
left.
Ingredient. Rating. Recipe source. Skip. Uncategorized. Instant pot apple cinnamon. Edit recipe. Button.
I could edit the recipe here. You might want to change the name. Sometimes I change the name because, for example, if you put in grandma's oatmeal cookies, then you might have grandma's chocolate chip cookies, grandma's raisin cookies. Well, you're going to get sick of looking through grandma's, unless you want to. You can, but if you want to find it quicker in the list, you just want oatmeal cookies, raisin cookies. And you could put, a dash after it and then put grandma's after it, right? But having it at the beginning, the word grandma's in front of everything could be a little bit of a time consume, just take up so much time that you want to rename it. So you can edit your recipe.
Instant pot edit recipe.
Okay, you can edit the name or any of these, any of the sections in here. You can make changes. If you made the recipe and you found you liked 6 eggs instead of 7, you could change that in the ingredients. So you can manipulate it that way. But
more actions.
There's also more actions here to the left of the edit. And I want to show you that. I'm going to double tap on that. You can do this in any recipe.
More alert. Delete button.
So I could delete it. I don't want to do that, but I'm going to flick to the right.
Print button.
Could print it.
Email button.
I could email it.
Duplicate button.
Duplicate.
Share ellipsis.
Share it. I could send it to people.
Cancel button.
Okay, cancel.
Cancel.
All right,
share,
I went past
email,
it.
print,
But you heard
button.
all those other options, but I want
Delete,
you to hear.
Button, delete button. Delete button. Delete button. Print button. Email button. Print. Delete. Delete button. Delete.
I want you to hear the fact that to get out of this menu, if you get into a menu and you want to go back, what I want you to know is you can easily, if you can just do the scrub gesture. I wanted to review that if you haven't heard about it. Take 2 fingers and make a bunch of Z's on the screen. And it goes back
actions,
a level.
button.
So I really wanted to get into something and then bring you back. So you can do the scrub gesture and go back, and there you have it. But in the more section, you can, pretty much share it, email it, delete it, and all that good stuff. So
uncategorized.
Let's see.
Instant
We've
pot
got,
edit recipe. More actions. Favorites button.
you could favorite it. Okay.
Add to meal planner button.
You could add to meal planner.
Add to grocery list.
Add to grocery list. All right, so that's another one you can do. I'm going to double tap on that.
Activate to dismiss pop-up window. Cancel button. Choose ingredients. Heading.
choose ingredients,
Add. Button.
and then you want to add them.
Canned and jar good. Add. Button.
Let's add.
Back button.
All right.
Add to grocery list. Button. Add to meal planner.
You can also add it to grocery list, add to meal planner. There's choices in here.
Favorites. Button.
You can favorite it.
More actions.
Okay.
Button. Favorite.
So all
Add to
that stuff
add
is,
to more
is
action.
an option.
Favorite.
All right.
Add to
I just want you to
more
understand
actions.
that
Button.
there's so many great things you can do with this
Favorites.
app. I
Button.
really enjoy it.
Add to meal planner.
All
Button.
right. So
Add to more actions. Add to gross more actions. Favorites.
Let's
button. Add to meal plan. Add to grocery list. Back button.
go back. Well, I guess I'll add it to the grocery list. Maybe you can
apple
see the
cinnamon
groceries.
chicken.
I'll show you. I want to add it to groceries.
Uncategorized. Recipe source.
Let's see.
Uncategorized. Recipe rating. Ingredient. Directions. Scale and convert ingredients.
Well, let's go back.
150. Back button. Back button.
Okay.
Instant pot apple cinnamon
So
chicken.
now
main menu. Button.
we're in the main menu.
Search options. All recipes.
All right,
Button.
but we're still in the recipes. So even though it says main menu, don't let it fool you. You're still in the recipes.
Main menu.
So you have to double tap on main menu again.
Main menu. Main
And
menu.
flick.
Selected. Recipe.
Yep, flick to the right.
Browser. Selected. Recipes.
So there's recipes at the top.
Browser.
Browser.
Groceries.
Here's groceries. I'm going to double tap on groceries.
Main menu. Button.
All right.
My grocery list. Button.
Here's my grocery list button.
Search. Button.
Or I can search for a grocery item.
Add item. Text field.
I can add an item the good old-fashioned way and type it in or dictate it in.
Baking goods. Heading.
Okay, baking goods.
All-purpose flour. 2 tablespoons.
Here's some ingredients I added from I already added the ingredients from the apple pie recipe a different day. So
Purchased. Button. Sugar.
what's nice too is next to each ingredient has a purchase button. The minute if I'm in the store and I double tap on purchase, it goes to my purchased list instead of my grocery list.
Sugar. 3/4 cup. Apple pie. Purchased. Button.
So
Double
let's
tap to
say
toggle
I already
purchase.
bought the sugar. I'm going to double tap on purchased.
Purchased.
There we go.
Chicken broth. Purchased. Button.
Okay.
Lemon juice. 1 tablespoon.
It's gone. So
Apple
now let's
pie.
say we bought lemon juice.
Lemon juice. 1 tablespoon. Apple pie.
Notice it says the recipe it's for and how much I need for that recipe. So I make sure that I buy the right amount of the groceries.
Purchased. Button.
I'll double tap on
Double
purchased
tap to
again.
toggle purchase. Purchased. Boneless. Skinless chicken breasts cut into 2-inch pieces. 3 pounds. Instant pot apple cinnamon chicken.
Remember, I added the apple cinnamon chicken ingredients into my grocery list. So those are here too. So it says, it's cool because it says the ingredient and then it says, you know, how much you're gonna need for that recipe and what recipe it's for. And then you have the purchase next to it. So I really love it. It's fabulous. So that's, you know, the quick and easy of how the grocery list works. Okay, when you add the ingredients from a recipe into the groceries. So let's back
item.
out of this.
Main menu. Button. Main
All right.
menu. Main menu. Selected.
And now, let's see, where will we go now?
Main menu. Selected. Groceries. Pantry.
Pantry.
Meals.
I'm not going to go through everything on here because you can peruse a lot of this and check it out.
Pantry.
I want you to know the features that what really makes this a nice app.
Selected. Groceries. Pantry.
Well, I'll show you pantry at least. Let's double tap, see if anything's in here.
Main menu. Button. Pantry. Search. Add item. Text field. Empty list. No pantry items.
Yeah, I thought it was empty. But I could add items into my pantry. These are, you know, things you know you have on hand versus things you need, right, at the grocery store. All right.
Empty list. Main menu.
We'll go back.
Button. Main menu. Main menu.
I don't really use that feature much, obviously, but you might. You might like to know what you have on hand. All right.
Groceries. Selected. Pantry. Meals.
Meals. So you could have your meals all organized.
Menus. Settings.
But what I really want to show you is
Sync now. Button.
now we're going to, you can get at a recipe from this app, but you can also just search the internet for a recipe. So in here, it will give you,
Stephanie.hurd@comcast.sync now.
let's
Main
go
menu.
to,
Meals.
let's see.
Settings. Menus.
There's some
Meals.
settings.
Selected. Pantry. Groceries. Selected. Pantry. Browser.
Let's go to browser.
Selected.
There it is.
Browse. Main menu. Button. Betacroker.com. Text. Reload page. Button. Bookmarks. Button.
So you can bookmark pages.
Skip to content. Skip to content. Button. Betty Crocker Home. Link banner. Landmark.
So here's Betty Crocker Home.
Menu. Menu. Sign up. Sign up. Log in. Log in. Recipes. Recipes.
Let's
Link.
click on
List
recipes
start.
from
Landmark.
Betty Crocker.
Recipes. Recipes. Link.
And
List start. Breakfast plus brunch. Breakfast plus brunch.
let's
Link.
do
List
breakfast
start.
plus brunch. So it's kind of like looking at Betty Crocker's cookbook.
Breakfast plus brunch. Breakfast plus brunch.
Right, let's see
Link.
what's in here.
List
Flick
start.
to the right.
Sign. Log in. Log in. Recipes. Every Easter recipe you could ever need. Link. Image. Collection. Collection. Every Easter recipe you could ever need. Find Easter dinner recipes for every size table in this collection of sides. Mains.
So there's a
desserts, and
lot
brunch
of
dishes.
this.
We've
This
got
goes
recipes
on
of
and
both the
on
sweet
this
and
way.
savory varieties.
This is one way you can
Find
sign
Easter
up for
dinner recipes
things
for every
and go
size
to
table in
different
this collection of
websites
sides.
and find different
Mains.
recipes.
Desserts and brunch dishes. We've got
Whoops, I'm going to get out of this.
main menu. Button.
I'm going to the main menu
Main menu.
in the
Main
Paprika
menu.
3 app. I'm in the Paprika 3 app still.
Main menu. Main menu. Selected. Browser.
I want it.
Recipes.
I'm going to recipes.
Main menu. Button.
All right.
Search options. All recipes.
And I want to
Button.
make sure there's no search listed here.
Add recipe. Button. Search
see.
options. All. Main menu. Main. Search. Apple. Cancel. Dimmed.
Cancel.
Button. Apple. Cancel. Dimmed. Button.
Well,
Apple dump cake. 30. Cancel. Dimmed. But Apple. Search field.
Apple.
Insertion. Clear text. Button.
Clear text. There we go.
Clear text. Cancel. Button.
Cancel.
Cancel.
I don't want a
Dim.
search involved
All
in there.
recipes. Button.
I want all my list of recipes. You'll see why in a couple of minutes.
30 minutes. A perfectly easy
Yeah.
basic air fryer frozen meatballs.
Okay, so we're all back to our alphabetical listing of our recipes. Now let's go to the internet.
Paprika 3. Closing cooking folder. Phone. Phone. Safari.
Go to Safari
Safari. Screen
or
recording.
whatever browser you like.
Password. 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 Remember me. Checkbox.
Oh, I don't
Sign
wanna
in.
do all this.
Remember me. Password. Username.
Let's see if we can just search
Screen
with this
recording.
recording on.
Home. Weather.
Search the internet for chocolate chip cookie recipes.
Okay, I found this on the web
Okay.
for chocolate chip cookie recipes. Check it out.
The best soft chocolate chip cookies recipe. Pinch. Websites. Heading. The best chocolate chip cookie recipe ever. Joy Food Sunshine. Safari. Listen. Button. Toolbar.
All right, so what I did was I searched for chocolate chip cookie recipes. Some results came up in a list. And this is how you could search for any recipe you could think of. And I just
Play
picked
Wordle
one.
and more in the NYT Games app.
I just picked one and brought it up.
3. Live and Active Cultures. Link. Pure and Natural Registered Heritage. Link.
All right.
Live and Active Culture. Pure and Natural
Now we gotta
Registered
find the
Heritage.
recipe.
Link. The best chocolate chip cookie recipe ever. Heading level 1 main.
Here we
Landmark.
go.
By
Here's the recipe.
Laura. Link. Posted February 11th. 4.99. From 10,800 votes. 8,309. Jump to recipe. In page link.
Let's flick to the right though.
Pin recipe. Link. Share. Link. Save to favorites. This post may contain affiliate links. Disclosure policy. Period. This is the best overhead view of one chocolate.
Oh,
this is the best chocolate chip cookies recipe ever. No funny ingredients. No chilling
No
time.
funny,
etc.
no funny ingredients. I love it. All right, so let's say I want this recipe. I'm like, okay, this is going to be pretty good. I decide I want it. I'm going to hit share. Remember, we're on the internet. We're in our browser, Safari, in this chocolate chip cookie recipe. So I'm going to find the share button, which is in the bottom middle of your menu at the bottom here.
Toolbar. Share. Button.
So I'm going to double tap on share.
Close. Button.
Now a whole
The
bunch
best
of
chocolate chip cookie
suggestions come up on where I can share it. I'm going to start, and they kind of start at, a little below half the screen.
Christian Women Chat.
So I touch it, and I'm going to flick to the right.
Leanna, Gary, G.A., Pam, Andrea, Visit, Quack, Andre, Air, Notes, Button.
And
Reminders.
I'm going to keep
button.
going till I hit Paprika 3.
Freeform. WhatsApp. Instacart. Teams. Facebook. Gmail. More. Copy. Add to reading list. Add bookmark. Add to favorite. Add to quick note. Find on page. Add to home. Markup. Print. Describe with Be My. Save to drop. Search products on. Save to Pinterest. But open in DuckDuckGo. Find products on. Save to voice stream. Edit actions. Button. Edit actions.
And I knew it was
button.
going to do that.
Save to voice. Find. Open in
I
DuckDuckGo.
got to add
Save to
Paprika 3
search,
in
save
here.
To, describe. Print. Markup. Add to
Go
home
back.
screen. Find on page. Add to quick note. Add to favorite. Add bookmark. Add to reading. Copy. Button. More. Button.
Okay, more. I'm going to double tap on more because it didn't show up in the initial list. This might happen for you too, so I'm going to double tap.
Done. Button. Apps. Edit. Button. Favorites. AirDrop. Messages. Mail. Suggest. Zoom. Notes. Reminder. Freeform. WhatsApp. Instacart. Teams. Facebook. Gmail. Amazon. Dropbox. Messenger.
I'm flicking to the right.
Instagram. CapX. News. Books. Paprika. WeChat.
There it is.
Paprika 3.
Right, double tap on Paprika 3. All right.
Downloading. Cancel. Button.
Okay.
Save. Button.
Now, it says I'm in the Paprika 3 app right now. And so if you start near the top left,
Return to Siri. Button.
Okay,
Status bar. Cancel.
a little
button.
below that, there we go. So you're going to flick to the right. It automatically brought me there, by the way, when I hit share, and then I found Paprika 3. It brought me over there. So now I'm going to
Edit. Save. Name. The best chocolate
I'm
chip
going
cookie
to
recipe ever. Text. Save. Button.
save it. I'm going to save it.
Edit recipe. Save.
Or
button. Name. The best chocolate chip cookie photos.
change the name
best
of it.
Chocolate chip
It's
cookie
called
recipe. Name. The best chocolate chip cookie recipe
the
ever.
best
Text
chocolate chip
field.
cookie recipe, right? That's
Double
a
tap
long
to
name. You could just
Save. Button. Edit recipe.
edit
Heading.
recipe,
Edit recipe.
and then
rating.
I'm going to
Star rating. 0. Rating.
get onto the name.
Save. Button. Edit recipe. Heading.
All right, we got to find the
Save.
title of
Name.
it.
The best photos. Rating. Star rating. Info. Prep. Categories. Description. Description. Text
We're
field.
too far down. Sometimes it
Categories.
drops you
On-
down a little
info.
bit lower
Star
than you want.
Rating. Save. Edit recipe. Heading.
Okay.
Cancel. Button. Cancel. Edit. Save. Button.
Well,
Name. The best chocolate chip cookie recipe
I didn't
ever.
even hear
Text
that.
field.
Sorry. Here's the
Double tap to edit.
Here's the name. Double tap on the name.
Name. Text field. Is editing. The best chocolate chip cookie recipe ever. Character
Okay.
mode. Insertion point at end.
Maybe I want
Use
to
the
call
ruler
it.
to access. Delete.
First, I'm going to delete
Done.
this.
Dictate. Done. Delete. R. E. O.
Make
delete.
sure I delete it all.
Delete. O. Cat. The.
All right, I got rid of that. I just double tapped and held. So tap and hold, and keep holding down, and it erases it a lot quicker. Let's call it something we'll find when we, save this. Let's call it Steph's.
Cap Q.
Let's
Done. Dictate.
see if I can dictate here.
Double tap to start.
Steph's chocolate chip cookies. Ha ha ha.
Inserted Steph's chocolate chip cookies. Ha ha ha.
And I did that because this is for demo purposes. This is not really my original recipe, so I don't want to mislead anybody that it is. I will, change it later. I might even show you how to delete the recipe, right? So let's save it. Top right corner, about 1/4 of the inch down.
Save. Button.
And once you hear save, you double tap.
Skip to content.
All
page name.
right. We've saved it. So now we can get off the internet. We're back at the recipe online.
Toolbar. Forward.
Okay,
dim,
so we're going to
button.
get off this. Close
Stop.
the internet,
Safari.
right? Like you close any other app.
News folder.
And
6
then-
apps. So reminders.
I've got to get into
Double
my...
tap.
I
Home.
can say.
Weather. Portsmouth.
Open Paprika 3.
Toolbar. 65 recipes sort by.
There we go.
Name,
Now let's
button.
see if we find it.
30-minute apple chicken
Remember, we're
rice
in the
skillet.
list of all the recipes
Double tap to
now.
open. A bowl. A perfect air fryer. Apple dump. Apple pie. Apple
Now, I
balsamic
called
pork
it
chops and
Steph's chocolate chip cookies, right? I'm in the A's, and it's going to start with S for Steph's. So I'm going to use the vertical scroll button
vertical scroll bar. 9 pages. 0%. Adjustable.
on the right-hand side of the screen, about 3/4 of the way down or so. And I'm going to flick down.
10%. 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%, 70%,
I'm going to even try 80.
80%.
Okay. Now I'm going to touch the screen.
Parmesan broccoli balls.
And we're on P, which is a
Double
lot
tap to open.
closer.
A group of fried
P is a lot closer than A.
peppermint perfect pumpkin
I'm
pie.
going to flick to the right a bunch.
Double tap pesto chicken pasta.
So I'm flicking to the right.
Pesto torta pesto roast rotisserie skip Steph's chocolate chip cookies ha ha ha.
And there it
Double tap to
is.
open. A group of chocolate chip.
Let's double tap on it and see that the ingredients and the directions are here.
Steph's chocolate chip cookies ha ha ha. Steph's chocolate chip cookies ha ha ha.
All right, flick to the right.
Uncategorized. Recipe source. joyfoodsunshine.com. Button. Rating. 0 stars. Prep time. 10 minutes. Cook time. 8 minutes. Servings. 36 cookies.
Okay, flick to the right.
Ingredients. Dimmed. Button.
Ingredients is dimmed. Remember, that means I'm in the ingredients section. Flick to the right.
Directions. Button.
If I want to skip to the directions for this recipe, I double tap here. So I should be able to flick to the right and hear the ingredients.
Scale and convert ingredients. Button. 1. X2 X3 times. 1. Cup salted butter softened. 1. Cup granulated sugar. 1. Cup light brown sugar packed. 2. Teaspoons pure vanilla extract.
So here it all is. Isn't that great? So then you can, get all your ingredients out. And then what I like to do again is I mentioned I like to have all the ingredients out ready to go. Then when I get to the directions and I start making it, as I've used an ingredient, I like to put it back in the cupboard. It saves you a lot of time at the end, actually. So that's the nuts and bolts on how to navigate and get used to the Paprika 3 app. We've talked about, the orientation of the app, where your listing of recipes are and how to open the recipe and work your way through the ingredients, the directions. You could edit it, change the name or change a feature about it. I showed you how you can add your own recipe, from anywhere, an index card, a slip of paper, somewhere else you got online. Somebody emails you a recipe, you want to add it into this little cookbook, so to speak, right? You can add and then fill out all the fields and pop that recipe in there. Or you can get a recipe from online. We went to Safari and looked, searched for chocolate chip cookies, and we added that in. You can even change the name or any aspect of that recipe that you download. We went into the menu and we looked at we added some ingredients from a recipe to the grocery list. And then we went to the main menu and we went to groceries and we saw the grocery list. And it even says the item, the product you need, the amount you're going to need, and what recipe it was for. And then it has a checklist that you can check that you've purchased it. And it will disappear from that list and move into your purchased items. And there's a whole lot more, right? This goes even deeper, but this gets you started. It gets you excited about cooking and shopping and baking and having a lot of fun with food. So check it out, enjoy, and I hope to smell some wonderful things from your kitchen. Thank you for joining us, and check out our other tech topics